Okay, well now we'll go live. That's weird. I don't know why I didn't go live early. It is now. So all we're gonna do today, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, is we're gonna be playing until I get a win, hopefully. And if I don't get a win, well, I'm definitely not doing a 24-hour stream, so I might be a liar. But we'll see what we can get away with and try to get some wins. Let me put the YouTube chat over here. And then I'll have the Facebook chat here, and I think we'll be set. Also, are the gulags like a theme? Are they all handguns? That's a 30-round mag. I was like, what's he doing? My accuracy is not good. I gotta get used to it. The whole sensitivity, everything. It's gonna take me a while. All right, I need a gun. An XMG. I don't even know what guns are good anymore. That's gonna be another problem, is like relearning all the building layouts too, because they're a little different. Like some of them are almost all the same, but I've noticed like there's some changes. Like there's either like a zip line that was removed, there's a door that you can't get into, or there's some slight changes that are a little goofy.
Eliminate all bounty targets.
He's trying to throw C4 at me. Oh, no, he wasn't trying to throw C4. He's trying to throw that at me. I fucking knew it. There's two of them. There's two of them. I was getting confused because I heard like the footsteps out there, and I was like, maybe it's behind me because I heard the footsteps to the right. And I was like, okay, maybe he wrapped around. I walked out to go get one, and then the other guy got me in the back. That's just shitty. Ay, ay, ay. Solo is rough, man. Not the end of the world, it's fine. First couple games on are always going to be rough. I need to open the door real quick. One sec. If it gets too hot in my room, I can't focus. And then I get uncomfortable, and I'm just like, dude, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm hot, I'm losing my shit. I can't focus on what I'm doing, and I can't play well. I know that sounds insane, but for me, that's always been a thing. Even like way back, like 8 years ago. The streaming room gets like 80, 90 degrees in here if I don't have that door open. So I'm like, I should probably open it. And I was going to do it earlier, but I was like, I'm in the middle of a match. I'll wait until I die. And then downside is it gets so fucking hot. You're just like, oh, I need to go, I need to go, I need to do it, I need to do it. I don't want to get up during the game. Just such a weird thought to have. All right, is it gonna put me in one? This is crazy. I feel like the wait times are too long. But I also play Tarkov, so you'd think I'd be used to that. All right, let's go win one. See what happens. Now, I could do the old age-old camping trick, and I might win a game. but probably not. I would probably get like top 10 and then die. Oh god, what is this? How do I mute in-game? Do I just press F2? Yeah, the recoil is so weird. Partly because this gun only has a scope on it, so there's going to be a lot more recoil than I'm used to. I feel like the movement's weird. Or how the players react and move. Like, their bodies like move faster than I expect. I don't know how to make it make sense. It seems like they're like sliding, like skating almost, versus like normal traditional movement. Like the animation's kind of odd. But I'm not sure. All right. Where are we going? Just go get in a fight early for fun. I think that's a bad idea, but we could try. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you can shoot in the air now. What is this little guy? Oh, so I gotta figure out like when to hip fire again too. I'm still gonna lose that. I think the gun I have isn't as strong. It seems like it's firing like spit wads at him. That's that meta SMG? That one? I don't know. Maybe I gotta use it more. It didn't seem very strong. It seemed like I was hitting a lot and not breaking plates nearly as fast as like an AR or other submachine guns. What's up, Lemon? How you doing, man? Yeah, Tarkov wait times are crazy, but I think the rewarding part of that game is kind of what makes up for it. And if you don't really care, it's not a big deal. Yeah, I think I was just too far away with it. It's also a ground loot gun, so that's not like gonna probably be very impressive. Not that Call of Duty definitely knows how to put ground loot in the game that is actually respectful or decent. I just haven't played for so long. I don't even know what guns I'm picking up. I'm like, okay, this one's an AR, that one's a submachine gun, but it's like, that's all I know. Like, I know nothing else. All the guns are different for me. And I see people in the gulag aren't that great. Oop, I got a sticky key alert. Hold on. I don't like windows sometimes. I need to disable that. Okay, so they fixed a lot of the looting concerns by dropping in these boxes that replenish is what I'm seeing. So like those little boxes that have like little tops on them that are different, these ones don't replenish. But I think they kind of learned their lesson of, hey, let's have a BR game and then the map gets smaller. Then as the map gets smaller, let's like not have extra loot because it's already been looted. So I think they've been swapping that around a little bit. That seems to be the case. Quite a few players nearby. But that's better than before, because, hell, dude, like, you never had loot. There's a guy here. I only got 20 rounds with the DMR. Guy in the dealership. I could go to land on the roof and, like, maybe drop down on him. But then I gotta fight with a red dot. Oh well, we could try. I'm so cooked. Oh god. Maybe I'm just better. I was really rough on my shot. Accuracy not so great. I think people are afraid to move still. That honestly does not surprise me. What's the... wonder what my cost is for a loadout in solo. Is it 6 or is it 5 or is it still 10? 10 seems a little crazy. But maybe.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Hunt them down.
I got a bounty out there. Guy landing here. I don't know if I really like the firehouse because it becomes a problem with people still camping up there like they used to. There's definitely guys here. We got firehouse, we got the police HQ or whatever it is. Wouldn't mind finding like a car 98. Is there a ladder on the back still? Yes. Found the sweats. GG's. I think for me right now, my goal is just to try to get into fights. To get a little bit more comfortable with fighting. Not so much focused on winning at the moment. Like, I'd like to get my movement back. I like to get a little bit more aggressive with the gunfights. And once I start learning like sensitivity again, my reaction comes back a little more, my control comes back a little bit more. I'll probably start playing a little better. But I just really need to get like really familiar with the map and like drop in. But right now it's like so slow. I think it's 6K for solos. Best fast way to level guns is camos and zombies. Why? Why zombies? I don't really care about camos. I never used them anyway. But also never really cared for zombies either. Like back on World at War, it was cool. And then ever since World at War, like there were a few that I played. I made a couple zombie videos. But really, I think the most part was zombies got a little too complicated at times, and then I was like, I think I'm just gonna set that one out. Like after they did like the it's the map where you had like the elemental bows. I think that was like the one I quit playing after. I think that was like Black Ops something. I have no issues with zombies, but I just don't really enjoy it. It levels all the attachments. Well, what level do you have to get in the zombies in order to do that? Like you're saying in one game, but like, is it like, oh, I have to last to round 275? Or is it, I just play the zombie mode and I get to like level 10 and then the guns are all leveled? Because that's a big difference. Like all in one game, but I have to get like to a crazy high level. It's different. Am I streaming on other platforms? There should be a link in the description. You can go find it. The Linktree link has YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Do you guys not like see the description when you click the stream? And I'm not saying that like to be rude. I'm just like very curious. Like when you click the stream, does it just show full screen and it doesn't give you the option of like seeing like the link where it's like you can watch me here? Because it should say like socials and more, and there's a Linktree link, and if you click that, it'll have like 7 links on it. I just don't know if you guys ever see that or you just don't see it. Like if you don't see that, then it makes sense that you're always like, are you streaming on other platforms? But if you see that link and then you just don't click it, then it's like, well, okay. But I just want to make sure that it's showing you that.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding.
I feel like my color is off on this game. I feel like it's almost too washed out. Makes it harder to see people. Has no link. Okay, that's weird. I set up my Facebook descriptions to have an automatic insert, so it should always have a description, but I guess it doesn't work. That's interesting. And I had a question about that too, because like when I go to start the stream, you have to title it, subtitle. Well, you title it and you put a description in. Both of those are required, but when I open the page, it has a spot where I put the title. And then underneath it, it says description, and it has my pre-written description in there. So I guess it just didn't get posted. But all my socials are really easy. They're just cross. Like KROSS. The only one I don't have is Instagram. That's it. That's the only one I don't have. Oh, this is going to be a shit show. I'm late. I'm gonna pull over here just so I survive a little bit longer.
Primary objective is to eliminate all targets.
But I noticed when I did that description thing where it's supposed to put it in there automatically, it doesn't seem like it applies it. Like it shows that it's there, and then it says, no, it's required. So you have to type it or you have to put something else. Where before, you would just put that description and it would always be that description. Like Stone, for example, like if you ever went to his streams, I think he changed his recently too, because I was like, I think Facebook might be blocking links in descriptions. So if they block links, you can't, like it'll stop showing your stream to potentially to more people. Because it's like, oh, it has a YouTube link, so it doesn't push it as much. Or if it has an off-site platform link, so we don't push it as much. And it's like, well, that's stupid. But I noticed that he didn't have a lot of links in his description anymore. It was just title and description, and it was usually the same thing at the beginning, like at the title and in the description. It was the same copy-paste title. And I wondered if there's a reason for that. And I'm assuming he stays on top of it more than I do, because I haven't really done any streaming for 2 years. But that would be my guess. But I'm more curious, like, why it doesn't let me do what I wanted with the link. Like, it shows that it's there, and then I still have to, like, apply it, which is odd. That's not how it should be. Like, where the fuck is this? I feel like the mini-map's broken, too.
Eliminate all bounty targets.
But he's just sitting, like, right here.
UAV is bingo fuel. Returning to base.
Nope. Ah. Is that an HDR? No, that's a shotgun. My bounty's moving. He said, fuck it. Damn, he's way out there. These aren't bots, right? Like,
All bounty targets.
I'm not in the newbie mode. That was weird. I kind of felt like bots. Now, what does the bounty do for me? Why does it blink? Or is that just so I can see where I'm at?
Losing ground. Moving.
I want the HDR. Okay, so it's $6 grand in solos. That's a change. There's an HDR here. I'm gonna keep the AK, I think. But I'm also really like that other gun I had. Honestly, this HDR is probably better than mine. Oh, fuck. If I were smart, I would push that. Yep. That would have been sick. Is that window off limits still? He's probably wondering why I'm not pushing him yet. I'm being a little more cautious. And that loadout icon, crazy. How the fuck did he get out? I want to see how fast he moved. So he got stunned. It doesn't seem like it affects you. Okay, that's different.
Fight to win redeployment.
Do I still want $1 million? Oh, the Instagram guy? Probably. He blocked me. Like, I told that story before, but the guy who has the Instagram username Cross, originally I messaged him and I was like, hey, would you be willing to sell your username? You know, I have these YouTube channels. I've been doing this for a few years. I'd love to have that name because I have it on every other social platform you can think of. And he's like, well, I'd sell it maybe for the right price. I was like, okay. I like, well, would you maybe take like $500 for it? And he's like, no. He wouldn't take 500. I was like, okay, like what's a price? You know, like, so I offered him, I bumped my price up a lot because, you know, I think we started talking a little bit more and he was very vague and he's like, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to sell it. Not going to sell it. Not going to sell it. I was like, okay, maybe I can give you like 1,500. And he's like, no. And then I waited a while. And after a while, I hit him back. I was like, how about maybe like 5 grand. Somehow I ended up offering 5,000 for it at the time. And I was making good money. I had 5 grand. I was like, I'll just buy it. You know, I can't pick it. I don't know what's going on. They won't let me grab it. What did I do? That was weird. I don't know what I pressed, but I couldn't pick it. But it was like something like 5 grand is what I offered him. And he blocked me. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm not offering him $5,000. So fast forward like 6 or 8 months later, my friend asked like, hey, have you ever gotten that username? And I was like, no, I haven't gotten that username. And I was like, well, maybe you can message him for me because I'm blocked. Like I can't even view the account. And he's like, okay, I'll message him. He's like, well, how much you want me to ask? Like, you know, just ask him for an offer? Yeah, I'd be like, how much do you want for the username? So he messaged him and he's like, hey, how much would you want for it? And the guy said $50,000. I was like, okay, he wants 50 grand. I'm like, well, I'm not giving him 50. Like, I can't fucking afford that shit. So fast forward, I think later on they were talking again. And, or maybe it was me, or I don't remember how this happened because this was like multiple times. And eventually the price went from 50K to my friend is what he told him. And I think he messaged him again about it. And the guy's like, I'll sell it for $1 million. It's like, so wait, you went from 50 to $1 million? Like, are you just fucking with us? And it's like, maybe. He doesn't have any followers. He's got like 200-300 on the account, I think. Maybe it might be more, but let's see if I can find it. And he always has it private. He's got 200 followers. And he posts like photos, like photography photos. And it's not like photography. It's just like him taking his cell phone and taking a picture. And it's like up close of like plants or, you know, other stuff. And I'm like, okay, but you're not using the account for really anything. You just have the username. And it's just like, that's so odd. The way I got my Twitter handle was so convenient. There's a guy named Keith and his last name was Ross. And I was like, K Ross, right? So he used his first name, initial, last name as Ross. And I found that he had a business, what was it? He had a business profile pic on Twitter. So I reverse searched that and it showed me his LinkedIn page. So I sent him an email, and this was on New Year's. I sent him an email and I was like, hey, would you have any interest in, you know, getting rid of your username? Like I have these social pages, like would you be willing to trade that, you know, or whatever, like maybe we can find out a deal. And he messaged me back. He's like, oh, I just changed my username. You can take it. I was like, what? So I went to Twitter and he told me like Happy New Year or something. I went to Twitter and I swapped my username from whatever it was. It was probably FaZe Cross at the time. And I just swapped it to Cross and I had it. He gave it to me for free. I was just like, whoa, like that's crazy. Like I probably would have paid him. You know, not a lot, but I think the hard part is when people see content creators or YouTubers like that Instagram guy, they think they have like a golden ticket. And it's like, dude, the username is not Walmart. It's not Microsoft. It's not Facebook. You don't own the Facebook Instagram name. Like, you don't own like this major brand that's going to give you billions of dollars. Like, I've made 6 figures before, but I'm not making multiple millions of dollars in a year. I don't have millions of dollars to give you. Like, I think at the time when he asked for 50,000, I probably was like negative money. Like, like I had debts, I had bills, and I just did not have the ability to even give that amount of money because I wasn't making that amount of money. And I think I explained that to him when I offered him like 1,500. And I think it was like something like, hey, look, the best I could do for this is, you know, I know you want to make a little bit more. I was like, I think I could go up to like 3,500 something at like most in order to like make a deal because I'm not making as much as you think I'm making. And this was like years ago when I was only making probably like 60K a year. And I was just like, dude, like I'm making okay money at 60, but like, I'm like, I can't give you a yearly salary I don't have. Like, that's just foolishness. Like, that's crazy. So some of these guys are absolutely insane and they just think that you make billions and billions of dollars and they think they have like the most valuable username ever. And it's like, well, it's really not. So I think there's a problem where people misunderstand value. I hear him. He's right here. I really like the AK. It seems like it has really good iron sights. No, he's closer than that. Okay, he can shoot through that? Okay, he can shoot through the whole building? Alright. Good to know, good to know. So he's over there. Interesting.
Hostile UAV in the area.
That guy's on the ground. The other guy's not. I was gonna say, I'm gonna lose that fight. How does he move like that? Like, it's not like he's running, it's like he's skating. Like he's like floating and just moving. I swear it's like an animation glitch or something. It just looks so silly. It's like really hard to hit like your shot on it though. Bang. Imagine.
Gas is inbound.
Wait, I only have 4 sniper rounds. That's crazy. Ah. I tried to turn around. I was out in the open. I didn't know where he was. I couldn't see him. Like, all I saw was like my screen getting shot, like flinching in red, and nothing. But yeah, people wanting insane amounts of money for usernames is, I think, just how it goes. People are, but you have to also understand it's like how many people have X amount of money. Like if you look at the US, I think it's like 65% of people live paycheck to paycheck. So they don't have a savings. They don't have more than like $500 in their bank account. So that's like half of the population, or close to 60%. And it's like, well, okay, that's still 40% of people might have a little bit of money, but like, well, do the math. Like how much like percentage of the population have more than 10 grand in their account? It's like, not very many. Like maybe if you're older and you have a retirement account, you've been working for a while, yeah, you might have some disposable income. Or if you're just wealthy in general, but not so much. So I think people just ask for too much.
That was close.
What are you guys doing? Crazy. There's a guy there. Fuck, I'm so dead. He went to gas station. He's not paying attention. Well, he has an AMAX. And a Car 98. Odd. Can you buy I guess you can't shoot through that. Normally I just push that, but I'm a bit of a coward right now because I haven't played for so long. He just like jump out the window, yeah. Nice. Oh no, I'm getting shot in the back, dude. Fuck off, fuck off. It's too.
You've got a loadout drop inbound. Gas is inbound. Marking new safe zone.
I don't know where that second guy went. That's why I don't like fighting in those builds. Because I have like a scope on my gun, so I don't feel super comfortable pushing. I just... And the Kar 98's rough. But I think I just need to get more comfortable and like hip fire with this. I'm not there yet. I don't really feel that. I just need to play more. We'll get there. Question is, do I want the Kar 98 or I want the HDR? HDR is probably the better choice, but I don't know. It's been so long since I played. I say, how far do I need to lead this thing? I don't have the barrel on it yet either.
Ground. Move it.
Which might be a problem. The other guy's over here somewhere. Highlights the money. Oh, get absolutely fucking destroyed. I know that dude is not having it. I don't know the difference. I mean, I know there's different perk packs, like whatever I have versus what he has, maybe. It allows you to trade it. I'm still getting better. Gotta learn how to plate instead of throw grenades on accident. That's a bit of a problem on my end, but it's okay. I think there's a dude here because he called that airstrike in. Oh, he's in the window. I had to pull the bolt back. Fuck. Also, what's the deal with the extra armor plate, like the orange armor plate? Is that like a, does that mean he has a different armor type, or does he have something else? He just parachuted in. I got in the car. That would have been sick.
Requesting recon at this time. Marking buy station.
Okay.
Cancel that. Moving here.
There's a guy at the buy station. I'm gonna have to figure that out. Oh, there's two.
Moving here. Get to the new safe zone.
One's driving away.
Fire sale active. Buy station
I wonder what the drop is on that. It's kind of far.
moving here.
I got a fire sale too. He'll probably come back and run me over.
Requesting recon at this time.
Can you still? Oh, you can't. You can only buy so many. Guy in that house.
Moving here.
Now he's here.
Cancel that. Cancel that.
I see him. He's right here.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
I got two of them. He's calling it a loadout.
Gas is closing in. One requesting recon at this time. Moving here.
Yo, someone else is shooting at me.
Prices are back to normal.
I appreciate it if you stop.
Priority tasking request received. We're
He's behind the wall here. I don't know if he's gonna move or make me wait. I don't think he knows about me. He might. So that guy's just chilling. There's a guy here. Or at least was. He's probably still hiding. And I got this dude. Circle's probably gonna put me downtown.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I'm more worried about running into the second guy.
Moving here. Marking contract.
Yeah, that's rough.
What? No way, that's it.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah, I heard ya. GG's, bro. I should still have 2 guys behind me. That's the guy that was like try-harding with the car. So he's probably still over there doing stuff. Most people I feel like are just kind of sitting for zone.
Supply crates to restock. Advise you to load up now.
The question is, do I want to drive around in a car and go fight people, or do I want to camp it out and just kind of wait? Because I found like a lot of the time when you play this, you get to a middle point where you either just aggressively chase people down and you keep fighting and you get your kill count higher. The other option you have is you kind of go find a space, you kind of sit there and you defend yourself and you don't fight. You're not as aggressive. You sit back. And then you just wait until the numbers whittle down, and then you have a higher chance of surviving. So it really depends on how you want to play. It's X to switch seats. That's interesting. I just got sniped. Someone else sniped me and it wasn't him. Yeah, I got sniped by an HDR from a distance. There's 2 names. The Cornholio guy sniped me, and then that guy just finished me because I got shot. The car is more, I think, like, I'm not as good with it anymore because I don't play. But if you're more aggressive, it kind of sets your players off a little bit. It puts them at risk because they don't know how to handle it. You're applying pressure, and then they panic, and then you can just kind of, like, jump out and kill them. That's pretty normal with car play, but I think I got unlucky there, just by getting shot in the back by another player. You know, I got sniped in the back, and he took more than half my health. But it is what it is. I would have killed that guy in the car if I didn't get sniped, and then I probably could have plated, got back in my car, and left. But shit happens. You know, when you play risky, shit happens. But you have to decide, like, do you want to play aggressive, slow? Do you want to camp it out, go for a win? Do you want to go for kills? Do you want to go for both? Because if you're trying to get kills and you're trying to get wins, you can't camp. You need to be as aggressive as possible to hunt people down to bump your kill count up. If you're just going for wins, then I would probably suggest finding a building and sitting in it.
Yeah, he ended up doing that.
But overall, it wasn't a bad game. It was like 10 kills, something like that so far. I'm surprised I can get that many for not playing this long. All right. I changed the description to have my link tree in it too. You guys should be able to see that as well.
Check your gear.
I could make this manual. I don't know if I like that. I need to make that automatic. Oop, moving the camera. What's up, Travis? How you doing, man?
Enemy
Wonder, can I change the font?
all stations, we are green to go. Stand by for deployment.
That'll look better. I need to redo all my alerts. It's been so bad. I haven't done them for a minute. I don't know about everyone else, but I want to see Schedule 1 content. Dude, Schedule 1's fun. It's so silly. Like, the weird thing, though, on Facebook, I need to actually ask Travis this, but I noticed that when I play Call of Duty, Or if I play Tarkov, my VODs get like 10,000 views or 20,000 views. But if I play Schedule 1, they get like 100,000 views. Now, that doesn't translate to any ad revenue for some reason. I don't know. It used to, not anymore. But I'm interested in like understanding like why that game has higher viewership than Call of Duty on Facebook. I think that's crazy. I've also noticed when I stream it too, depending on the game I play, like my concurrent viewership can sometimes be higher on Schedule 1. But I think it's just Facebook audiences being goofy from time to time, and it's a game that they're not used to seeing. And it just filters into, I wouldn't say the algorithm, but maybe it filters in there a little differently than what you would expect. And it just hits all the right buttons, I guess. But yeah, Schedule 1 surprised me. It's a pretty rough game, but like, I don't know if I'd say it's like rough, but I'd say it's like content-wise, it's a little different. I mean, it's pretty mature. Oh, I can't see that outfit. That outfit's crazy. I think it's because it's new and people get a kick out of it. Right, but Facebook's always been weird. Like, and I don't mean Facebook's weird in a bad way. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Facebook has like a very different audience than other platforms. And then there's different ways that people discover content on Facebook. And I've always talked about this because I've always said that Facebook has potential to grow very quickly. And I remember a creator recently, Rob, I can't remember his, he jokes about being like the CEO of Warzone. And I was giving him shit, and I was giving other people shit about Facebook. They're like, I don't want to post to Facebook. Facebook's dumb. And I was like, dude, just post your content there. Like, even if you don't stream there, just video content. And you might have to change the editing a little bit to make it more Facebook edited, and you'll be okay. But the funny part was he like showed a screenshot, and he's like, had like 30 million views. And it's like, yeah, I told you. Like, but he was like, wow, I didn't realize it was like, and I was like, dude, it can be like that. If you make the right video types and you style it the right way for Facebook, it can really perform. Oh, I suck. I haven't done any sniping for a while. But I mentioned that to him, and then he posted all this shit, and a lot of people have been just like really anti-Facebook as far as content creation because of the streaming stuff, and people like, well, I don't like his Facebook gaming. I was like, guys, like, I did okay streaming there, but I did really good there when I was like doing video content. But when it comes to like Schedule 1, it's very odd, like seeing how streams get more views than others, and then Call of Duty doesn't, even though I had a big COD audience at one point in time. I need to hit that shot, but I don't know where he is. Why would you push that? I almost killed him. I literally almost killed him. But yeah, the weird part with Schedule 1, and that surprised me because some of the VODs have like 60 or 90K views, and then I did like a COD stream or a Tarkov stream and it's like 9,000. And you're like, well, FPS content should be more popular, maybe, but like Tarkov just doesn't do it anymore. So Call of Duty somewhat still has some pull. But Schedule 1's a weird one. Like that one, I was surprised. But if the ad revenue was like more than $1, then yeah, I'd be more excited. Like when I used to get like 100K views on a VOD, it'd be like $50 to $200, depending on how long and how, you know, people engagement, whatever. But now it's like $2. I'm just like, all right, 100K views, but where's the ads? Like, what happened? I need the ads back. So maybe I just need to make video content. And I've known that for a while. I've been on the burner for a bit, like where I'm just like, I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what content I want to create. And I took such a long break too. So trying to refigure it all out's a lot, but I think I know how to do it. It's just what I want to do is the problem. Oh, he's so hard to see, dude. That Terminator skin even has the name Terminator. It's kind of funny. Convince you to buy Schedule 1. Schedule 1's not that intensive, though. You should be able to run it. Unless your cooling unit's completely out, and then, yeah, you're not going to be able to run it, for sure. Oh, this is looted for sure. Oh, I got stuck on the railing. I was like, why can't I move? I need to move and find more loot. I mean, that could work. 60 rounds in a dream. I think he's still on the rooftop. A loadout getting called in over there. Oh shit, he's in the window. I was not ready. My keyboard fucked me. When you play keyboard mouse and your keyboard's here and you try to like turn left, you smack the side of your keyboard. I couldn't move. I couldn't move over further. Oh, he had a heartbeat. Okay, that makes more sense. The timing was so bad because I checked the window and I was like, I could maybe just kill him when he peeks the window. But I was like, okay, he's not there. And I got impatient, so I decided to push. And as I pushed, he was in the window. Like, those little time changes make a big difference because if you can't hip fire, you can't shoot back, they get a couple hits into you. And if you can't, like, instantly turn headshot, they're going to kill you because you're at, like, half HP. They only need to hit you, like, 2 more times. You need to hit them, like, 6 times. And it's just like, dude, that's not going to happen. And that becomes a problem. Now, I wonder if I can edit. No, I don't want a gradient. I wonder if I can change the size. Not much. The font's really bad. I guess I could just leave it there. It blends in with the background, though, on certain screens, so you can't see it. I could always put it up top by my name, but I think it's better on the bottom corner. Just do subs. I could always do stars, too. You can copy a person's loadout? Yeah, I've heard about it. I don't know how to do it, but I've heard about it. I'm assuming when they kill you, you can like click copy. Like maybe in the kill cam, there's a button for it, but I don't know where else they would do it or how. I think that's how. That would be my guess.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
All right, how do I want to play this? I still got to level up the guns. Level 13, that's slow. Level 8, ugh. I mean, the sniper doesn't matter as much because I could just throw a monolithic on there. I think if I level up the battle pass a bit, you unlock it. And then you need a barrel. And I think you only need the HDR to be like level 15? Maybe? Hey, why can't I?
All stations, green
Those are some good breaks. A little too good. I was like, why can't I do a burnout? It just like let me stop. I think you can pick it when you're up off the ground. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know how to do all that because I haven't played this game in 2 years. So. I'm rusty. I don't quite know what I'm doing. I still know I'm playing Call of Duty, which is fine. But we're just adjusting. We're getting back to this game in general. We're trying. You know, for what I've been streaming and the minimal streaming that I've been doing over the last 2 years, it's not too bad. You know, Tarkov was fun. Schedule 1, I woke up and I wanted to play it too. Like, I don't know, there's something about it that just makes it kind of enjoyable. Like, I think the overall silliness of it, sure. He's gonna shoot me. He'll follow me. I'm gonna die for sure. Like, there's no way I can really run from that because I'll land on the ground. My armor's broken. He'll just shoot me twice. So I'm just gonna back out. I forgot that you can shoot out of the air. I don't want to play a game where I don't have a revive in the gulag, especially in a solo. So I'm just gonna back out of that. Because I might need it later. Toward the end of the game, no. But early on, yeah, if I make a mistake, sure. But I'll just reset and then go back into another lobby. Path of Exile. They just put out a new update. Let me think here. I was gonna see. The subreddit was in shambles. You have the Huntress, which is a melee ranged hybrid, and then I don't know if they put another character in. Oh, it's Amazon. Okay, so it's the same thing. It's just called the Huntress. But I saw that it was like a spear thrower. And I don't know if they use bows or not. I don't know. I have to look. But all the complaints have been leveling is really hard. Getting damage is really rough. Going through the campaign is like teeth pulling, hair pulling. It's like really frustrating because your character doesn't scale like it used to. And then something about, I think like enemy health. Like I saw a guy who had a build and he was fighting like an elite mob, which is like a gold monster. And he's fighting that one. And it took him like a minute or so to kill it. And it was like every elite mob was supposedly like that. And I'm just like, okay, if you're going to play Path of Exile, but now you have to fight each elite mob and spend like 5-10 minutes on them. Like that's crazy. Whereas, you know, it would take like 10 seconds, you know, 5 seconds before, depending on your build. So there's a lot of complaints about it. And I think they globally, they did something with like the health. Like they reduced the overall health of all the players. But I don't know to like what extent. And I think that has caused some frustrations. And then probably along with them like patching certain builds. So certain builds don't do damage anymore. And those builds not doing damage just made the whole entire experience worse.
This is Shadow 01. Deployment to the Warzone has been authorized.
Who's shushing me? That was weird. Yeah, here we go. Round 17. I feel like Tim the Tap Man out here. Play until I get a win. Might be like 3 months, dude.
Battle Royale. Be advised.
Alright. We've been out here a lot. Haven't been downtown. I like landing like this section of the map. Out here is fine, but this area is okay. Downtown's kind of eh. I don't mind this stuff.
Primary objective is to eliminate all targets.
Like, is that a person? No, it's not a person. HDR Car 98. I like the Car 98 more because it's faster, but I think the HDR is technically better. But there might be one that's better for solos. I guess really like whatever you feel more comfortable with and hit your shots with. Like me not doing that.
Oh, you fucking.
He called me a cheater. Let's go! We're back! We're so back! I shoot him twice and he's like, ah, you cheater. We're so back, boys. We're so back. Oh, I can't do a recording. Hold on, because I'm on the wrong computer. I gotta do it this way. Like 2 games in. Okay, more like 20 games in and we're back.
Precision airstrike standing by.
That's funny. I see that hasn't changed. I hit 2 consecutive shots. Ah, cheating. If I was cheating, I'd kill you on the first one, dude. Like, little do you know. Woo! I don't like that. He's got an HDR. Oh, fuck. He'll push me. Okay, there's another one? I don't like that at all. I don't have plates. Not doing it. Ah, I jumped for the headshot and I got it, but it wasn't enough to kill him. I was short on plates when I fought that dude. That's a different player. I gotta figure out why my Elgato does that too. I have a Steam Deck. Stream Deck? Steam Deck. And every time I try to use it to clip, it will do this. It pulls up my menu, even though it's plugged in to my gaming, not my gaming, my streaming PC. I think what I'm using to use my mouse and keyboard on one computer transfers all USB devices to the other computer. And I need to find out if there's a setting for that to disable it or find a different program. The weird part is it didn't used to do that. I might lose that. Oh, got the shot there. We're good. And that one's caused me some problems because I want to record highlights and get the clips, and I just click a button and it does it. But when I do that and it pulls up the menu mid-game, I can't press it. So it's like, well, shit. What do I need to change here to make that work? And I don't know. And we're starting off so well. We're back at square one. It's a DMR. Let me get rid of that and just run this and the shoddy maybe. The movement doesn't feel too bad. We're getting back to normal. The only problem is the sniping and hitting my shot. Sniping, I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of, probably. I'll probably rely on my, AR submachine gun. I only have 5 bullets. That's rough. I see that hasn't changed. So they give you the sniper, but the ammo for it is rare. I guess it's always been a problem. I've complained about it before because if you use a sniper, I think they give you 5 rounds in the gun. And I don't know if they give you any extras unless it's out of your loadout. I thought it was 5 and 5 or something. So you usually just don't have sniper ammo to begin with. And you can never find it. And early on, that was always bothered me because it's oh, you can have 30, 40 sniper rounds and that was it. And it's well, if you play a lot and you snipe a lot, you have to kill a player, run over his body, and hope he has it. And sometimes they run out, then you don't have it, and yeah, it becomes a problem. There you go, I found a little bit extra. But I always found that it to be more annoying when you first start out. Do I want to change that to E? I think I do. Just pressing F feels weird. Also, where's the rigs? Like the armored rigs. My sensitivity in the car is crazy fast. I think that's too fast. I don't like that. Mm-hmm.
Positive ID on the bounty target. Hunt them down.
And getting in a car is kind of slow. That's a little concerning. Where is it going to be? Restaurant. On top of the 2-story, 3-story. Is it going to be the bank? He's on 3-story. No, I think there's a guy closer to me. I'm so dead. I'm so dead. I couldn't see him. Like he like slid and then just disappeared. I also shouldn't have jumped out with the car 98, but you live a little, you try. Let's see, weapons, levels. I might have. Oh, it's only level 8. Ugh. I don't think I need to change the optic. Need that one. But where's the unlock? 'Cause I think I can get the mono. That's page 6. 7. Why can't I unlock that? Claim 7 more rewards. Do I have to claim the ones in front of it to get it? Is that how that works? Yeah. That's silly.
That's what happened.
Like that. Okay. So HDR. I could put the better barrel on it. No, I can't put the barrel on it. I could just put the suppressor on it. Oh, that's a muzzle. So the mono. Anything for faster ADS? Sprint to fire speed. That's probably ADS. Hip fire to ADS accuracy. Lasers visible. I don't know if I like that. I need the barrel for probably velocity. That could work.
Use this time
Hmm.
Playtime's over. Stand by for deployment to the war zone.
The numbers, Mason. What do they mean? Interesting how they have that.
Battle Royale.
Okay.
Gas is approaching your position. Move to the
I haven't been to Superstore for a minute. I don't think I've landed there. No, I landed there like my first game on.
You're clear to engage all hostiles.
A gold DMR. Ugh. It's probably not bad, but like with player movement speed and everything else, it's like kind of a nightmare. That's better. HDR Car 98. What do you think? I imagine the HDR is probably the better one of the two for like most fights, like engagements, like long range, short range. Well, maybe not short range, but like long range. And Car 98 for if you want to be a little bit faster. But I don't know about solo gameplay. It's not on their radar. You go for him or go for the bounty?
Enemy UAV is online.
Later. Still got it, boys. Still got it. Warming up. Like how the engine's still running. Now where's his body? Oh damn, it's all the way back there. There should be a guy there. 'Cause that's not the one that ran away that I didn't kill. Unless that guy got killed. There should still be a dude out here. Maybe he ran, that guy killed him, and then I killed him, and he was going for the body. Maybe that's what that was. Hmm. Purple HDR or a Car 98. This one has a variable on it. I don't know if I like that or hate that. We could try the car. We could try the HDR. I just don't like it that much. I feel like I'm more comfortable with the Car 98, but I used to be really good with either. Maybe I just need to practice. Also, I think having the that zoom scope on there throws me off a bit from time to time. Aw, dude, that was right on. Obviously not.
We lost the contract. Hostiles
Easy. I thought there'd be a third one there, but maybe not.
Marking contract.
I'm assuming that was the guy that parachuted in. My original bounty might still be over here somewhere. Unless I just killed him. I don't know. There's a lot of fighting out here. That looks like a decoy. Bounty's behind me.
Simple. Eliminate all bounty targets.
Nope, that's a player.
Cancel that.
That was close. Damn, I'm getting shot in the back. There's two. I'm gonna say he'll re-challenge that because he's crazy. But I'm better as long as I can get sniped by the guy in the window back behind me.
I saw the light there.
Oh fuck, there's a guy. I gotta reload, dude. It didn't reload. I didn't hear that guy. I thought it was like just the body doing like glitches. I had no idea there was a guy out in the field. That's just unlucky. Is there any perks that hide footsteps? Or is that not a thing? I see people still chase you and punch you for no reason in the gulag. Like, it's just loud, so I can just mute it. It's just annoying. Like, what do you get out of it? Are you just bored? And then he stops, like when I give him attention. Is that all you want? You just want attention?
That was close.
What are you doing? Trying to punch me to death? Maybe. Alright, can I land on my body or would I be cooked if I do? I like how they put that marker in though, that's kind of nice. I mean, I can't imagine he's still camping on my body, but he might be like in the building. No HDR. But I'll take your car 98, that's fine. I could grab my HDR maybe? That's on the other side of the wall.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Probably not a good idea. What are the odds? And that's not what I want. That's what I want. There's another loadout up there. I can't get up there from here. How do you get up there? There used to be a zip line. That was a good shot. Okay, we had some kills with that. Oh god, that would have been so sick. Yeah, that is slow. Hmm. Let's see, Ozzy peeks the roof. 50-50. Is he adventurous? Where do you have to shoot that? That's not good. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, that was rough. Not ready for that. How did... I was gonna say, how did you get over? You know, honestly, I'll probably take your perk setup. Well, what do you have? I don't know. I think there's still that guy here. And then, whatever that other dude was behind me. Unless he ran. I never saw him again. I wouldn't be too surprised. Maybe. Is that someone aiming at me? Is that what that alert was? Like a little flash of blue? I thought it was orange.
Hostile UAV in the area.
I guess the answer to that is yes. Now, are you gonna peek that window? Or are you gonna go low and re-peek me on the top? I'm also getting sniped at. I think.
Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Found him.
Hostile airstrike incoming.
Oh, that hit me? He'll push. Damn, if I hit that, that would have been crazy. It's a losing fight for me.
Enemy UAV is online.
That guy's gonna push me. Oh, there's a guy in front of me right here. I didn't know there were two, so that means that guy that was on that cart originally absolutely was camping that whole time and stayed in there that whole time. And then once I got in trouble, he decided to push over and shoot me in the back from the car dealer. And the other guy was there, which is, I mean, it's okay. It's just crazy. That's like your worst enemy in solos is other players. You have like, you know, 1 versus 1, fine. But like when you have to fight 2 other people at the same time from 2 directions, Let's see, why did he stop? I'm also short on plates. I'm up on plates.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I need to get to my left. I'd have more cover on the left side, but I don't know. I'm gonna get pinched probably. Whatever comes out from over here. And I still got to deal with whatever was that guy shooting at, but he might have been shooting off in the distance. Oh, a sniper. Ah, fuck. How did I miss that? I can barely see him. Oh, fuck. That hurts. I'm gonna get sniped.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
I assume this other guy was here. Unless he went around back, is what happened? Then that means if that guy's dead, there's probably one like out here somewhere. I guess I could just go for the houses. It's a pretty ballsy push though. It's like right in the open. It's not ideal. You don't see me. I'm a ghost. You don't see nothing. I need, I actually don't know what I need. Oh, I'm getting sniped at. Where was he? He was like either here or here. The fuck?
You're losing ground. Move it.
I don't like that at all. I can't see him. He's gonna pick that ridge line and kill me behind me, but if I move to a better location, maybe not. Buy station, there could be a few people here. Something's aiming at me. Does it actually like pick the direction? A lot of people probably gonna be over there. There's like multiple cars and vehicles parked there. I think I just have to pick a building and fight it out.
25 are left. Stay sharp out there.
The big one is you'd probably want the tall one.
Loadout drop headed your way.
But there's definitely going to be people there. Ooh.
Gas is closing in.
I don't like pushing this stairwell. He's gonna throw an nade. There's multiple. Let's see if he'll chase me. I lost all my plates though, so I can't really re-peek. I'm kind of fucked.
Gas is inbound. Marking new station.
I'm gonna have to move in. Probably in that build.
Gas is inbound. Enemy UAV is online.
It's probably here or here.
You've made it to the top 10.
What the fuck? There's two. One guy's just proned out in the corner, the other guy's just sitting up top. If I had more plates, I think I'd be okay. I should have won that fight for sure, but I was aiming in like the wrong location. That's just crazy, just sitting there. I really didn't like the position I was in though. Because it's like everything's out in the open outside of those buildings, and that means all the players are going to basically sit in the buildings on the rooftops, and there's nowhere really for you to go. And if you get in one fight, the other 3 or 4 are probably either just going to sit and camp or they're going to push you. So you have to be like very careful and get lucky with your rotations on your fights. If I could have controlled that upward level building and then got on top of the police station, that's where I'd like to be. But that wasn't really an option for me at the time. So I just did with what I had, and it was okay, but close. I think there were like 8 left. I'm surprised how much the gas does now. Like, that's crazy. Because, like, when I was in the gas for a second, when I was sniping that dude, the amount of, like, wave, like, like the amount of stuff that it gave my gun and made me, like, bounce was crazy.
Check your gear and weapons. Deploying.
Like, the gas didn't kill me, though. It was just interesting, like, when I was trying to snipe him, and then I killed him. But the second shot, I was like, oh, I can just stay in the gas. It'll be fine. And I was like, oh, that's really aggressive. like, really aggressive. But I was in the building. I had plenty of time. I was safe. And I just knew that I needed to push into the building and clear that building out after I killed the dude in the gas. And it's like, he's either going to be upstairs, most likely, and I didn't think there'd be a guy downstairs as well, too, because I never heard him. I only heard the one upstairs. But once I play this more and I get more familiar with it, and I start remembering, like, all little details, I'll know.
Battle Royale.
It's just gonna take a couple games to get through it. My snipes last game, I mean, I shot a couple people out of cars. So I got that going for me. I'm getting better. That's coming back. If I can get the gun out, that'd be great. Hey, so shotguns aren't trash. They're okay. That one seemed to be okay. Oh, what the fuck? It's unloaded. Not what I was expecting.
Bounty targets identified. Weapons free.
We got a bounty. We got another guy behind me. That sounds like fun.
Cancel that.
I wonder if he's just sitting in that little cubby. Nope.
Primary objective complete. All targets eliminated.
Fuck, he'll push me. I have no plates. Gotta bounce. I could probably go back now. I don't know if he'll still be here, but I'll have one set of plates, which is not a lot. But I might be able to sneak a kill there. Yikes, that was almost bad.
Got gas moving in.
He's sniping, but where? Like right here. Huh. I don't think it wasn't on top of the building, it was closer than that. Now, how do you get up there now? Is there a ladder for that? Because there's no, like, zip lines. I'm pretty sure there used to be, like, zip lines, like, right here to go up. I'm a decent player. I'm still probably above average. Because average is pretty low on Call of Duty.
At this time.
There's a lot of players nearby. There's a guy up top sniping, probably.
Moving here.
Up there.
Hostile UAV
At least
in the
3
area.
inside. Don't know where I need to shoot that in order to hit a shot, but, you know.
Priority tasking request received. UAV exiting AO.
There's more inside. I need a satchel. Maybe you should just spawn with a satchel. Like, I don't know. It's me, and there's a guy out here, and then a guy like near where he's blowing him up. He's got a trophy system. Ah, I broke his armor, but it was too late. I didn't hear him until that was too late.
Fight to earn redeployment. Time to fight your way out of here.
What I really need is to level up my guns. And if I level up Probably the AMAX, the AK, and I actually have like a good loadout to go grab. It'll make winning games a lot easier. But I'm just kind of slowly doing that as I play,
Success means
which is not the smartest idea, but
means elimination.
oh well. Damn, I don't think I missed a single shot. What poor guy. Now the question is, do I wait until my loadout comes in or go to my body and grab what's left? Which ain't much. He might leave the Car 98, he might have left the AMAX, whatever, but he might still be there and kill me. My money's on he's probably still here and gonna kill me. I hear him. Like here or here? Why didn't it push me? How's that not a kill? It's not one-shot headshot anymore? Say I might get sniped in the back by that dude. I got stuck. I think what's throwing me off with a lot of these guns, like the snipers at least, is some are like variable scoped and others are not.
Enemy airstrike in the area.
That ain't good. Yeah. I lost my plates standing up there on the second floor once, so I'm standing here instead. Question is, who called that in? Maybe back here somewhere? I see one. He was right here. I hear someone. I'm like 90% sure I heard someone. And there was a guy there, but he went in the tunnel, so I have no idea where he'll go. Disabled vehicle? Wait, what? Oh, that's awkward. How did I lose that? He's probably got a better loadout than me, so he's gonna do more damage faster at different barrels. Also, is the orange armor just saying that you have a vest on, like you have a satchel, or does it give you extra armor? I don't know how that works. I'm assuming it wouldn't give you more health just because you have a satchel. I'm assuming it's just like, hey, this guy has one, is what it's telling you. But maybe there's a perk or something else that does that. Can I read Twitch comments? Yeah. Sorry, I just have the chat over on the other side. What's up, Alex? I need to ban like half of these bots. I don't know why I get them so much. Oh, my Twitch isn't logged in. That's awkward. I'm streaming, but I'm not logged in. That's so funny. I usually focus on the Facebook chat because I have more viewers there. Because before I quit, I streamed on Facebook every day for like 5 years. And now the chat is gone. It disappeared. That's awkward. But it's that perk for 2 plates. Oh, it's the hardened perk. That's right. I couldn't remember. I was like, I know there's something with it, but I just moved the Twitch chat over so I could see it. I have my YouTube chat up too. What I really need to do is make a... I wish I had another monitor. I got 2 extra monitors and it's like not enough. I need to be able to have like my chats like all on one monitor and then I never move them. Like they just stay there. But the hard part is I use this computer for other shit, like work, editing, you name it. And when I'm doing that, I don't want to have like 17 different monitors and windows open. Yeah, the snipes are good, but I don't know. The main thing holding me back is the weapons not being a higher level. I also need to learn like what's a good optic to use. Ugh. I see a lot of people just running iron sights on the AMAX. And then they just use like a sniper rifle or something else. But I think it really depends on preference. The Willis 3X? Maybe. A long-time viewer. Were you watching on Facebook? Or were you watching before? On other platforms? I need a bigger cup.
We're headed to the war
That's a
zone.
little small.
Get geared up. Stand by.
The phase days. Oh god. Yeah, I can't get away from that. I know it's not really a problem, but it's just always funny. It's always crazy to think like how long ago that was too. It doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it's like been more than like 10, 15 years. Close, probably closer to 15, which is insane. I'm doing math in my head. Because I would have been, how old would I have been? I was a little bit older when I got into Call of Duty. As far as like FaZe Clan, a lot of the members were younger than me. And I was like, I think I was out of high school at the time, or I just got out of high school like a year before. So I probably would have been 19 at the time. Ish. And then I think Tommy and then the majority of the other members were anywhere between like 16 to 17. There were a few other 18-year-old members. I think like Vortec. And then maybe Spratty, but I don't know. I don't think so. Pamaj just turned, I mean, he's getting closer to 30, I think, but I got a couple years on Pamaj. I'm an old man. I've been around for a long time. Too long. But, oh well. I was like, I don't want to waste all the ammo on him. And not get the kill, and then have to fight someone else with no ammo. But it'd be nice to shoot that dude out of the air. That's the importance of like hearing footsteps. Wrong button. No battery. Wait, does that mean he used it all? I just got deleted by someone else. Where? I don't think this is the same guy. I still think there's another guy behind me that shot me through the door.
I saw the light there.
Like somewhere here.
Enemy UAV overhead.
That's weird. What's up, Paula? How you doing? Yeah, I get sniped by somebody else. Probably one of these guys. Oh, that outfit, that skin, that's crazy. They need to ban that shit. That's hard to see. Like, there's like a fucking hitbox on that's like non-existent. I'm sure the hitbox is the same size, but his body frame being a skeleton. Oh, can't move. I can't move. My mouse disconnected. I fixed it now, but it's too late. I'm just standing still. Oops.
Welcome to the Gulag. Fight to
I was watched on Facebook but kept buffering, so I tried this platform. Yeah, that's usually an internet problem. Not some, well, it could be a Facebook problem depending on the device you're using. I wouldn't put it past either of them. But usually I would always argue it's like connection. If you're on mobile, sometimes that's a problem. If you're using data or you're just using home Wi-Fi. But even then, if your Wi-Fi is not good enough to watch like 1440p, yeah, you're in trouble. But sometimes with Facebook, I could see them having an issue with the encoding. That guy. How the game's been? So far, so good. No wins. Couple top 10s. But I also don't have a real loadout right now, so I'm really just using ground loot or guns that I pick up from other players while I level up. So surprisingly better than I thought. There's a player. I can smell him.
enemy UAV is online. Target down.
I should probably buy a self-res, but I mean, it's solo, so if I die, I'm pretty much toast anyway. This guy's just camping in here. That was pretty funny.
We're flying on cue. UAV returning to tank.
I just shot through the wall and hit him. I didn't kill him, but I shot him. Him before cheater. Yeah, snapshots are kind of cheap, dude. I have an ACOG on his HDMR or HDR, whatever. I don't like that. I know there's another one back behind me somewhere too.
In the area.
Because when I had the UAV up earlier, it showed that there was another player near me. So we'll see. It's not just you. I think it's because like Facebook has multiple like ways to watch it. So if you're watching on like different phones, different devices, they might not be optimized. So the browser might not work the way that you expect it to. And there's like a glitch, you know, it's not so much a glitch, but it's more of like just bugs in the code. It's like, well, if you have a phone that's like 6 years old, 7 years old, it uses a different version of like Safari than some other phone, like an Android device or who knows. That could be, you know, a concern too.
Moving here.
That guy just floating. We got a floater.
Friendly loadout.
And then I don't know where the others are. Got one there, and we got one at the other buy station. I need a car. If I want to rack up kills, I need a car.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
Mission timeline expired.
Moving
UAV
here.
exited the AO.
I think this guy's just on the hill in front of me.
1-1 requesting recon
Yep.
this time.
Think he's gonna do it? Let's go.
Thanks for the work. UAV overflight terminated.
God, I'm gonna be like 42 years old, and I'm just gonna like make Call of Duty players cry. I'm not 42, okay? I'm like 30 something, and I don't want to talk about it. Actually, 30 ain't bad. It still feels like 25, except sometimes I gotta watch what I eat because it doesn't digest as well anymore. It's like, not great, not great. Getting old, getting old. I didn't have all those problems when I was younger. Eat whatever I want, and it's like, man, why does my why do I get heartburn? Getting old, man. Getting old. That shit pisses me off though. It's uncomfortable.
Gas is moving.
Okay, so that's just basically a default HDR. I could play really slow, or I could go for fights. If I want to win, I probably would recommend playing slow. But I don't know. It just takes so long for these couple circles. There's a car there and a buy station there, and there's usually a dude camping. There's a guy sniping. I don't think he expected me to do that. I didn't expect me to do that. Hello, my friend. Hello. Hello. I'm gonna die. I don't expect the car to slow like that. That's weird. It doesn't play as much. Do I still have a dog? Yeah, I still have a dog. She's not so much a puppy anymore, but yeah. Laura's running around in the backyard at the moment. She's doing things, annoying the neighbors. I can't tell, like, I think my neighbors have like 3 or 5 dogs, because at one point I saw that they had 3 and I was like, oh, they got a new one. And then recently I like looked out the window and I swear they had another one. And I'm like, you either have 4 or 5 dogs now. And I'm not quite sure. Like, it's a lot. So I don't know what they're doing over there. They're being crazy. And I'm just like, I got one. But my yard runs along the back. Like, my back fence connects to 3 neighbors' yards. Because their yards are just smaller and narrow. Mine's wider. And all of those guys own dogs. So all the dogs kind of run across the fence at all times. But my dog will go sit up against the fence and wait for their dogs to come out. But I think they have a new one because it barks a lot. And I've noticed that my dog will bark and they'll just kind of like play between the fence. But she barks, but not nearly as much. She'll do it if the other dogs are doing it. It kind of like encourages them to do it. But realistically, she just minds her business, comes in the house and sleeps, and she's fine. And I don't really run into too many problems with it. But I'd say like over the last couple days, she's barked more. And I think it's because I really think they just got a new dog like within the last week or so. And I think they're just kind of like filling each other out, I guess. But I don't know. They're not barking right now, so good for me. I'm not gonna lie. I like the dog. I think the dog's cool. She's awesome. But I probably should have got a cat, because the dog is a lot. And I think the cat would have been a little bit easier and not as stressful with all the other shit you gotta do. But the dog's cool when she's not tearing up my couch or doing anything crazy. She hasn't done that for a long time, so we're good. We're okay. Ay. I think the hard part, if I'm going to win a game today, I'm going to have to make some decisions on how I want to play. And I think I'm going to have to camp it out and wait. Like, if I get a good start, I get a couple kills, I'm just going to have to kind of like slow my mid game down and stop running at people. Because if I keep doing that, I'm just going to die. Like, it's fine. But if I want to win, I'm probably going to have to kind of hold myself back a bit and just play a little bit more strategic. Which isn't as fun, but I'll at least win one. It's just that mid game is so boring. Like, that hasn't changed. What's with all these shit guns, dude? Got a scope, light machine gun. And I have like this weird sniper rifle plus a, yeah, like it's just a lot. Oh, there she is. She's barking. She heard you. She knew. Back to full time or just messing around for lunch? I don't currently have a job. So if I could get like 1,000 subs overnight, then yes, I would be back to full time. But right now the job search continues. And the applications are currently getting denied. Getting a job's fucking hard, man, apparently. I had an interview for, like, a car dealership, of all things, just so I could actually make money and pay the bills instead of burn through my savings. And then they're like, oh, yeah, we'll call you to set up a time. I was like, sweet, that sounds cool. I did the phone interview. Everything was great. We're going to do an in-person interview. And then they never called me back after the phone interview. I was like, damn, that's rough. Rough. And they're like, yeah, it'll be like a day or two, but since it's the weekend, usually, you know, it might just be a little longer. But yeah, we'll connect with you like probably on Monday at the latest. I was like, okay, cool. Monday rolled around, nothing. That was like a week ago. So I think they weren't about it. Damn it, he just sat there. I thought I'd catch him on the stairs. But I'm also thinking about doing other jobs. I don't know. Because what I currently do, like, I have a good amount of marketing and social media experience, but finding those jobs is difficult. And they don't tend to pay very well. And they also want you to do more than just one position. Like, they'll be like, hey, we'll give you like 40K a year, 50K a year, maybe 60 if you're lucky. And then we want you to do 9 jobs, but as one person. And it's like, dude, some of those things aren't inside your skill set. Like, they're like, we want you to work our website and code our website. And it's like, you do realize I'm a social media manager, right? Like, I don't do HTML, JavaScript coding, right? Like, that's not what I do. And they're just like, well, we expect you to. And it's like, holy fuck. And then they want you to do like Facebook, TikTok, all the videos, all the editing, all the uploads, all the social posts, all the customer service stuff. And you're just like, okay, that I can maybe argue, like, sure. But the other stuff, crazy. Crazy. Any wins? Fuck no. I don't have any guns. Everything's like low level. I haven't played in 2 years, so I don't think I'm going to be winning today. I'll get close. I got like a couple top 10s, but the circle wasn't really great in my favor, and then people were hiding in corners, and I got like double, triple team. Did I update my resume? I hired a professional to do it. It's a great resume, but I'm not going to get a fucking job. Nobody's hiring. I've sent out like 300 resume like applications. Not a word back. Not one. Outside of the car place. I might just go back to like a trade school and become an electrician, and I'm not even kidding. Because if I could just get an apprenticeship, I'd rather just do that than not work. But then I'd probably never stream. So I don't know. That'd also be like a whole nother career restart either. And I don't really like the idea of doing that, but as long as I could keep my house, then yeah, I'd do it. Who knows? But with the apprenticeship thing, I have to study for like a test. And I don't think the test is that hard, but there's a math section on there. And I want to argue it's like above college algebra. And I haven't done fucking math. I haven't done math like that since high school. So I'd have to sit down and study and relearn basically college algebra or more. And I'm like, holy fuck, why do I need to learn all this? Like, I understand like voltages and everything else too. Like, you're going to have to know some stuff depending on what you're building. But realistically, that probably isn't going to be a day-to-day thing. So, and I've also looked, some unions have it on there. And some unions like don't, like depending on their placement test. I think it's state-based. But once you pass that aptitude test, you can basically get put on a wait list, from what I understand, to become a like an apprentice. But I've also heard the wait list could potentially be very long. It's also like a 5-year apprenticeship, which is crazy. But after 5 years, I think you become a general electrician, technically is the word. And then after like 10 or something, I think you can work your way up to a master electrician. But it also depends on what you want to do too. Like, do you just do residential work or do you do commercial? Yeah. I had to take calculus, but I never used it. I didn't take calculus in high school. My problem with math is I'm smart enough to do it. I'm just forgetful, and I haven't done it for a long time. But growing up, my math teachers fucking hated me. I had ADHD, I didn't pay attention, and then they just bullied the shit out of me, so I didn't learn. So I struggle with math. And part of that is because the teachers were just fucking awful. Like, I remember one day I was actually genuinely trying to do my job, like trying to figure it out. And I asked the teacher a question, and he blew up on me and sent me to the office, said I was going to be a failure, and that I'm never going to amount to anything because I'm not paying attention. And I was like, dude, I'm just asking for a step to this problem. Like, it was fucking crazy. Fuck that guy. Who knows? So yeah, like, I really did not do great in math class because of that. Oh, I forgot you can punch people in this game. Oh, that's awkward. How do I execute him? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing, dude. You just let me do that to you. But I'm pretty sure he got fired because he got caught like sleeping with a student. So, you know, it's cool. Like, you can say crazy shit to students, but yeah. I decided to get to vocational training for Diesel Max. Yeah. Like, I don't mind fixing and working hard. I used to shingle houses when I was in high school, college. But I don't think, like, being an electrician is going to be the craziest thing. I guess it depends on what you do. Like, if you're building out, like, a warehouse or something, yeah, it might be a little more demanding than inside the house. But I think overall, running lines, running wires, it might be a little annoying, you know, working above your head from time to time, but I think it'd be okay. But I think more so it's more of a kind of a guaranteed job to some extent. It's like a skill that people need. So if I were to get like any other job, I don't know if I would keep it because I should have kept shooting. But it's like, I think like recession wise and everything else concerns, you'd probably still be able to find work. Maybe not as an apprentice, but you'd probably be more likely to find work as you work your way through it. Now, you're not going to make like a ton of money a year, but probably enough to pay your mortgage. And if I could do content creation, editing, and streaming in the meanwhile, sure, I'll probably do that. But I don't know. I'm just kind of lost, really, on what to do. I could get back into content creation and streaming, but there's no guarantee, and then I blow through my savings, and then I have no chance. And I'm getting to that point. Commercial fisherman, that'd be kind of fun. But it's probably not the same as just throwing a rod out there. Like, bummer. Oh. Damn, he got shit on. He got first shot too. He should have hit me with that next one, but I don't know how I got him. Programming alarm systems? Wait, what? That sounds a little different. Hope that's not a player. Because I have a handgun. The other thing is I don't really want to move from where I currently live. I mean, I probably would if the right opportunity was there, but that's a big one. I own my house. My mortgage rate's 3%. I don't really want to move. But if it was the right job, right career opportunity, I'd probably strongly consider it. And my family just moved close by too. My parents moved out of our childhood home, so they live like 5 minutes away, so I see them all the time, which is awesome. And if I move all the way across the state, well, that ain't gonna happen. So I'm kind of on the fence of just doing the electrician stuff and call it a day. But that's still a big commitment too. Hard part is getting fucking hired. Like, then you're gonna have to do like all the bitch work for like your first 5 years. But hey, it is what it is. I think that would bother me more. Not so much like doing the shit work, but like just being like teased about shit half the time. I think that would just drive me crazy. Oh, what's the new guy? Let's prank him. And it's like, fuck off. Like, how about not? I thought I heard a guy in a vehicle, but I guess not. We got the AK. The AK is pretty strong. What about getting my CDL? I could. I mean, I have a motorcycle license. I got my car license. Add the CDL to the list. Well, all it would be missing would be like my pilot's license. The dump truck should be drivable. Are you running from me?
Moving here.
There might be 3 of them here. One's on the ground. I think he's out front. And he could technically be up top. I think he's like here. But it's a pretty big building, so he could really be like any of those other second floor areas, the offices. Become a dispatcher? Yeah. I think the biggest issue is most people won't hire anybody. Like if you don't have experience, they just ignore you. At least that's what I found. How did it get me through when I was on the other side? Can you shoot through the floor? That's weird. If you're certified. Yeah, if you're certified. That sounds like a lot of work. I think I'm just going to move back in with my parents and sell the house. No. Robin, thanks for the 200 stars. Appreciate it. How you been? What is Marathon? Is that a new game that's being advertised? Or has it been advertised for a long time and then finally? Oh, that's the extraction shooter game, right? April 12th. I think I remember seeing this like months ago. If you have a 3% mortgage, well, I need a job to pay my mortgage. Like that's the problem. I need one of them real jobs that they're not hiring for. But no, yeah, you definitely rent it out. I've made that joke to my parents before. I was like, hey, if I'm going to go bankrupt, can I just like move back home and rent my house out and then pay off my debts? And they're like, I'm sure they'd let me, but I'm not going to have that happen probably. I'm not that far off yet, but we'll see. Maybe in a year's time, maybe 2 years, 3 years down the road. I'm just going to start selling drugs. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm a local truck driver, make $90K a year, not bad living. What do you do for driving? I feel like I don't know if I trust myself to drive a semi. I've never had any accidents other than one time. One accident as a car driver. I slipped on some ice and hit a tree. That was it. And I was like 16. Everything else, I've never crashed my car. I've never bumped my car into anything. I've avoided an accident. God, this one sucked. The one for me that really sucked was I was driving home to visit my parents when they lived like on the other side of the state. And I was on a 2-lane, well, it's technically a 4-lane highway, but it's 2 lanes each side. Two lanes going one direction, right? And then there's a median in the middle, like a normal interstate highway. And I was in the left lane, the passing lane, going about 80. And I'm like, hey, there's a car on the shoulder, but his headlights were toward me, and this was near a off-ramp. And I was like, that's odd. And at first, sometimes it's not uncommon to see a car that's on the side of the road with their front facing you. Like, it's totally fine. And you're just like, yeah, it's probably just some construction guy, like, for the state working, and they parked their car weird. Cool. And then they pulled their car into the highway and did, like, a big U-turn. And I'm going 85 miles an hour. I had to slam on my brakes. I almost T-boned him. And then I went into the ditch at the last second. Because I was like, I'm fast enough, going slow enough now that I can move into the ditch. But if I don't move, I'm going to T-bone this guy and probably kill him. Because I was staring, like, right at him, like, right into his driver's side when he pulled off and did that. And, yeah. I ended up in the ditch. Car was fine. It wouldn't start for some reason. I had to get it towed. It was like a triggered, like, code got set, and I think it was like something like I got in an accident or who knows, but they reset it when I took it to the shop, and it worked immediately. Nothing was wrong. It just wouldn't shift gears. Like, it would just stay in like first or second gear, and then nothing would happen. The other guy just drove off. What a guy. And yeah, never saw him again. But I don't know if he was drunk or old or confused, but basically he went up the off-ramp instead of going, you know, the right way. And then almost made me T-bone him. Because he's like, I'll just flip a bitch. Like, what? And he did it right in front of me. Isn't this a safe thing that I'm supposed to do? Oh, he's scared. I almost killed him. Almost got killed. Do I regret not T-boning him? My car's paid off, so no. But sometimes I was like, I should have fucked him up. But most likely he doesn't have car insurance, whatever else. But then I wouldn't have had the same car that I currently drive. So I was like, no, probably not. Damn. That guy got fucking cooked. But yeah, like, it was crazy because in my head it was like slow motion. And it was just weird because I was like, why is that? Because I remember like going through the thought process. I was like, why is that guy on the right side of the road? I was like, oh, it's probably just a construction crew doing like ditch work, you know, something. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Why is he? And I was like, don't do it. And then he just fucking flipped a bitch and he took up both lanes to turn around. And yeah, it was not cool. I went in the ditch probably at like 70 miles an hour. Super fun time. Super fun time. Oop, my mouse. There I go. Fix it. But I don't know. CDL would be interesting. I think my big thing is I wouldn't really trust myself to drive it like near in a city. I think it would take me time. The biggest thing I've ever drove was like what? Like the largest U-Haul truck you can get, which is like a 15, 20 foot or something. And it's like a box truck. It's not like a trailer. And that's really it. So it would definitely take me some learning to do some other stuff, but yeah. It'd be kind of fun to drive one though. Then again, I've had friends in like high school when, you know, I lived in a farming community and like their kids were like driving that shit when they were like 14. It's like, yeah, how hard could it be? Like, you learn, you figure it out. What state? I'm in Missouri.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
Is he at the dealership? I don't know if he's up top. I don't know if he's on the roof. Oh yeah, he's up top. I just saw him. This is a bad location for me. He's like right here. I don't know if he's ground level or not. I think he's like, yeah. How did that take all my plates? That's crazy. I don't like that. I don't like the angle. I could push him, but like, I literally do not see him. Now I do. How the fuck do I lose that? That's crazy. Real estate, that's another option, but there's no guaranteed pay there. Damn, what happened to Apple stock? Holy fuck, market sucks. Yikes.
Time for a fight. Be ready. You're next.
That's crazy. All the tariffs, fucking hilarious. Like, market's just in free fall. It's in shambles. But real estate, I have family that does it, and I've talked about it before. It's basically, it's a long story, but a short story is my birth father passed away when I was younger. I was adopted. And then his brother, to my uncle, both of them technically do it. And then his wife, one of their wives. You shouldn't have done that, dude. Should have kept the gun out. Should have kept the gun out. And they both do real estate. And they do pretty well. Like, they're one of the higher volume real estate, I guess, agents in their city. And they do pretty solid. But yeah. It also took them like 15, 20 years to get there. And they work all the time. All the time. You know, only stream on Facebook. Do I stream on other platforms? There's a link in the description that has all the other platforms. So Twitch, YouTube. Yep, they're there. I used to only stream on Facebook because of a contract, but I'm not contracted anymore, so I could stream to other sites. I think I might camp this game out. I need to find a better gun. I guess I could go get my loadout and grab. I might be able to grab like an HDR from it. But yeah, I have Twitch and YouTube open. Now, the weird part is I think my Twitch account's glitched. You can't subscribe there because I'm not an affiliate. Even though I've hit all the requirements to become an affiliate, I've never gotten the invite to become an affiliate. So part of that is because I believe when I went to Facebook, I was a Twitch partner. And then Twitch banned me. Well, they didn't really ban it. They just removed my partnership. And I think their internal system still thinks I'm a partner. So it's not going to send me an affiliate link. And it's just been kind of in limbo for like a year or two. And it's like, yeah, I have no idea what's going on there. It's kind of annoying because I'd love to have the sub option there. But yeah, I don't know. God damn it, dude. Nice shot. The timing was rough. I never even saw him. Damn, Apple is down 23% in a month. That's crazy. Should I buy options on Monday and gamble my life savings that it goes back up? Or is it going to keep going into free fall because of the tariff situation? Good question. Sell off, buy back in low. You never sell. You never sell. Never sell. Buy more. Buy more. Yeah, the whole market's fucking cooked, dude. Like the whole market, like the S&P, I think is down 15, 16% in the year. Like that's what happens when you use tariffs. They don't work the way that people think that they work. And the bigger problem is, I think like the Trump administration, I know I'm going to talk politics for a minute. I think their idea is saying they want companies to pay their fair share, and then they want to bring back jobs, and they want to bring back like production to the US. The problem though is if you tariff things and you don't have a supply chain to build, to manufacture, to create those jobs, or to even just create products that you would normally sell, it's not going to work. Because it takes, how long does it take to build factories? How long does it take to build that production mechanisms? Not to mention the supply chain that you need of raw materials to build whatever it is you're producing and building. So it takes years. like so you can't just like change your tariff situation and charge people like a rate that's like 50, 80, 90% higher than what it used to be, because you'll just start a trade war, which is what you did. And then now you're like, oh, we got to move our production from where to where? And nah. Like, the joke I saw was like about an iPhone. Like, you want to buy like a $1,500 iPhone? Okay, cool. You can buy a $1,500 iPhone. Now, with tariffs being applied to it, it's going to be more like $2,500. Now, if you built that same thing in the US, it would cost more like $3,000, because you'd have to pay higher labor cost, higher wages. You'd have to pay more to get the material here, because the material is more expensive in general because it's being tariffed, and then you're, buying it, so it's going to be more expensive. It's fucking awful. And it's just like, that's why the market's in shambles, because they're just like, what the fuck are we going to do? Like, everyone's freaking the fuck out because they're like, nah, they're not dumb enough to put that, those out there, right? And it's like, nope, they are. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Where car projections are 5 to 9K more. Yeah, exactly, Josh. And that was the craziest one, like automotive manufacturing, let alone like dealerships and everything. It's like, you guys do realize what that's gonna do. Like, some of the cars are made in the US, but not the parts. So now you gotta get the parts from other countries, and then you gotta import. Well, guess what? Those parts just went up in price, like 40, 60, 80%. And it's like, fuck, man. I think it's just short-sightedness, people not understanding how markets work. I don't know, stupidity. Like, is that a good word? Like, your market should not be dropping 15, 20%. But as soon as they announced that they were gonna do it, fucking gone. So I'm willing to say that it had some cause. Don't look at your retirement account, that's for sure. Like, markets will repair themselves and come back over time. But if you put somebody into recession for years, then maybe not. Oh, he had a shotgun. He was trying to get me to get close. It almost worked for him. That was based on 45K cars. That's a tough find these days, and 90K is new normal. You know what blows my mind about buying cars? I'm not a car salesman. I almost was. Almost. They almost hired me. But what blows my mind about that the most... I gotta reload. Oops, serpentine. Is that the average like car payment for a new car is like $700 or $800. I think that's right. Fucking crazy. Crazy. I've never had a car payment more than, I want to say more than like 400. And part of that is because I'm not buying like a $90,000 car. That's a big part of that. Because that's just crazy. You could finance it at like what, 84 months? Sure. But your payment's still gonna be lower, but it's still gonna be the fucking interest rate is gonna destroy, like, it's just gonna eat you alive. You're gonna overpay for your car like way more. Cool, I financed a $35,000 car for 72 months, you know, and then now the car's gonna be double in price because of how long you made the payments out to. So that's kind of scary. I should have stayed there and fought him. But I was out of ammo. I think someone just landed on him. Can you still jump from this building to that? No, I don't think you can. You used to be able to. Oh my god, he's probably so mad. I melted that man. I shot him right in the face. But yeah, the car prices are insane in general. I was smart enough or fortunate enough. It's a reflection. I bought a Honda and then I got like a 48-month loan at the time, and then I just paid that off over, you know, 4 years. That's how I did it. I didn't buy a crazy 100K car because I had the money. No. I bought the cheap fucking car that's reliable, that's affordable to fix, that's gonna probably outlive me and my children. And I could hear him from further away, but it sounded like he was super close. That's a Craig. I bet I have my old audio settings on because I never changed them. That's on top of the car price. We have a car in a car tax where that costs 60K now to own a car for 10 years. So you have to pay 60 grand to own a car on top of buying the car. What's the logic behind that? Is it like, is it just a tax? Like, so you just pay like a percentage of that 60K over time? Like a license, in a sense? Because that sounds like almost unobtainable. Restrict car population. Yeah, that's what I wondered too. I was like, it's probably like a traffic thing to reduce. Yeah, but that sounds insane. Like, I guess if you are in a small, I guess like how walkable are your cities? Because in the United States, if you do not have a car, you are fucked. Like, there's no public transportation. Like, it's very limited. It's not reliable for the most part. Not generally affordable, like, either. So usually buying a car is like the only way for you to really get anywhere, at least in the US. But we also had a lot of reasons for that. Oh, he just got out of the car as soon as I like, that's crazy. I would have killed him instantly, but he like pressed E, and as he pressed it, his head moved. I don't think he's gonna peek that. He might. He doesn't know exactly where I am. Damn, that was a body. That didn't look like a body. I thought the radar was telling me it's further back. There's a guy here. I don't know where, but he was on radar. The car is almost needed if you have kids and elderly. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. I just wonder how you afford that. I guess maybe family. Like, it's crazy, but I guess like maybe family chips in to buy a car together. Like, teamwork makes the dream work kind of thing. Like, that's crazy though, but like, I don't know if I like that or not. I'm all for more affordable and better, like, public traffic. Like, not traffic, but... Why would you jump up there? That was weird. For, like, public transportation, is what I should say. I think there's another player looking at me. I thought that's what that alert was. How far you gotta lead it? About that far? Okay, a little further than I thought. Okay, I got that guy. He hit a pole, and then I was able to shoot him because he's sitting still. The only problem with Superstore is that people get behind you like that. It's a very large rooftop. It's hard to manage. People can climb up behind you, get behind you. And you don't know that they're there until it's almost too late. Risky. Is that guy I killed before? That looks cool. Wish I had like a thermal to stick to that car. I don't think I can actually shoot him out of it. Like, maybe if he drives on the left, then I can, but I don't know how the rules work. I bought 2 UAVs. Oops. So we got another guy up top sniping there. And then we got some dude downtown. I got 2 guys here. The question is, can I get this guy to look at me and I can shoot him in the face?
Priority tasking request received. UAV exiting AO.
He's just camping. Probably one or the other. Google Singapore certificate of entitlement when you're free. Okay. Moving to Singapore. Let's go. $39 left.
Safe zone relocated.
The games feel kind of slow.
Fire sale is active. Buy station prices are adjusted.
There were like 2 guys here. I don't have a self-res, so if I get sniped, it's GG's, unless I have a gulag. But it is a fire sale.
Marking buy station.
Tempting. We have the highest number of millionaires, not me. Ah, I was hoping you could make me a millionaire by being a millionaire. You know? I accept donations. I have no limit. God, I don't even know. Yeah, that's crazy. The highest percentage. I feel like the US is that way. We have a pretty high percentage of millionaires as well. Fucking stuns, dude.
Moving here. UAV is bingo fuel. Ready to base.
I gotta say, man, I almost fucked that up. One stat that I always thought was interesting was like how many self-made quote billionaires there are. I would argue that they're not technically self-made, but when you look at like how many billionaires there are, the majority of them are all inheritance. Like 99% of them all came from an inheritance. Like they got like $500 million from their mom, and then they just like sat on it for 32 years, and then eventually became $1 billion. There's a few that have like started companies, but even then, they had like multi-millionaire families that were basically like, oh, so you're way above the curve on income. It's like, yeah. So they kind of had advantages the average individual would not have. That's why I always laugh when like really rich people just tell people to like take risks, just spend all your money, do it, just do it. Like, and it's like, dude, if I spend all my money, I lose my house, it's over. It's GG's, I'm done. And it would take me years to get back. And then meanwhile, you have millionaires or people that have parents that are millionaires. It's like, well, I just used my parents' money and then it was fine. It's like, yeah, because you could lose it and then it's not the end of the world. Like, they're millionaires. Like, you're like, what? Like, it's not the same. You can't be telling people that aren't making a ton of money just to go out and be crazy and make dumb decisions. Like, it's crazy. It's not the same. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, follow your passion. I mean, you can. It just might not work. And most of the time it doesn't. But I hate like having people pretend that, oh, it's easy to become really wealthy and successful. You just gotta work hard. It's like, dude, like that has nothing to do with it. Maybe in some circumstances, sure. Working hard helps more than not working hard, but like overall, it's like, come on.
Gas is moving in. New safe zone location. Targets evaded. Bounty contract been pulled.
It's either here or like here somewhere. Circle's gonna pull. That's gonna be a very popular building. What's up, Core? How you doing? Always watch you playing. Hey, appreciate it.
An enemy squad mark you as
Hard part is with the Facebook viewers, I don't recognize who you are if you go to Twitch. I have no idea. Like, the names are different, the comments are different.
cancel that.
It's drastic.
You've got gas moving in.
The hard part with this circle is I'm probably gonna get sniped out of my little cubby hole here. I'd rather be up there, but I think more people are gonna go there, and then I'd have to defend it more. There's definitely a guy right there. Was a guy right there. Somewhere out there. I don't know where to lead the shot on the car. Oh, right there, apparently. I might have got him killed, actually. Because I cracked his armor, and I heard shooting, and I think he died. But I don't think I got the assist. More worried about sniping here.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Here and here behind me. Than the other locations. Maybe from here, but this is scary. There's a lot of spots.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone. Fighting in the gulag.
All coming back. Like riding a bike.
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
Circle sucks. There's probably a rat or two out here. And then I'm going to have to deal with whatever's at this house.
Enemy UAV is online.
And it's probably this dude calling in the UAVs.
Solid work evading the enemy. You're clear for now.
Oh, I just proned out. That's crazy.
Gas is inbound.
Requesting recon at this time.
Damn. Look at all those.
Moving here.
Look at all those dots, dude. That's crazy. Here and there. This field for sure. These guys are gonna push behind me.
Requesting recon at this time.
Yep. It's gonna be a nightmare. I don't know if I could dodge that. I'm also getting shot in the back. I'm cooked. I didn't expect anyone to take a car. I should have just pushed to the building and fought the other one, but I was like, I'll just sit here and wait and just be more careful. And then it's like, ah, I gotta go anyway. Have a good stream, hopefully. I need to take a break and eat, but I don't know if I do that now or come back. I might do it now because it's 8. And if I wait too long, I won't have any food. I know I wasn't going to end until I win one, but that was kind of a lie. I think I'm going to take a quick break and then grab food and come back, maybe. It's 8 o'clock. I think I have time. We'll see. I think I'll do that now, so I actually have time. So I'll probably be back maybe in like an hour or so, so like 9:30. I don't know if I'll do Schedule 1 or if I'll do Warzone. Maybe I'll stick with Warzone. But guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you like and follow all the fun things. And you'll see me probably here in a bit.